the story of the infamous coyotes on Mar Vista Hill. Last night, without a full moon, I had an encounter with not just one coyote, but two coyotes, then three coyotes. It was amazing. 3 coyotes, Mar Vista Hill. Yeah, I had the encounter. Okay, so this is where I was standing last night. That's the tree that the coyote peed under. This is the neighborhood. Like, just very suburban. A fair amount of traffic. This is on Grandview. So as I walked up, I wanted to look through in here where I've seen the lone coyote hunting. So about this point, I picked her up in my arms thinking, okay, it was really dark last night. There was no moon. And I walked up here and I'm looking through the fence and I've got her in my arms and I wasn't filming at this point. And I'm looking and I'm like, okay, let me pay attention to my dog, because she was just straining, craning that way, but not making any noise, but really tense and craning that way. I'm like, no, look this way. Like, you know, tell me, you can tell if there's something. I turn around and literally the coyote was on the sidewalk right here behind me. It had come up behind me. Who knows how long it had been stalking me, walking on this path. Allie! And this is where the story began. It was just amazing. Like, I just can't believe it in this. Okay, there she is. So yeah, this tree back there. So, and then this is where I was walking towards them. And let's just see, I want to see the one coyote that arrived after the other coyote yipped and barked, was barking. And at first I thought it was just a dog, but I couldn't see anybody and I couldn't see a dog, and not, you know, and you kind of can't see through the, you know, there's a lot of scrub here. So I'm thinking, well, maybe somebody's walking their dog off leash, and, you know, and then finally I realized, because there was a little yip between the barks, and I finally realized it was a coyote. And I have video of it up here, and I had to zoom in so it's kind of grainy, but it did go kind of under a street light, and I got it. You can tell it's barking. And it was shortly thereafter that 2 other coyotes appeared. And interestingly enough, I had my spidey sense going last night when I was walking, because we were looking for coyotes last night. When I came, they've got motion detector lights over at the baseball field. So when I came over to the baseball field, I saw some motion detector lights flicker. And this is all locked up, like tight at night, at dusk. Like, nobody's allowed in the garden, nobody's allowed anywhere. And I didn't see any humans. So I immediately thought, you know, and you can tell if there's kids that have hopped the fence, you'd be able to see them or hear them or something, right? And I saw a motion detector way across the field, and I thought, okay, maybe there's a coyote over there, or a possum, or, you know, you just don't know, but there's something over there, way across the field. You know, in that area, there was a motion detector light that flickered, which is a fair distance. So when the coyote yipped right here, and 10 minutes later, first it was one coyote, and then when I went around the corner with the dog, after I kind of finished up, and I thought, okay, you know, that's enough, let me go home. Then 3 coyotes arrived. I was just incredulous. It was amazing. And they definitely followed me. So I'll show you guys the path around the block that I walked. And I thought that they had left at that point. I mean, I didn't see them. I walked halfway up the block with her in my arms, of course. And then I walked, like, there's a gauntlet where it's really dark over there. And I was looking the whole time. I'm like, couldn't see any coyotes. They just evaporated into thin air. Like, they're really, really wily. And when I went around the corner, I thought, okay, like, you know, and it was bright, lit, no trees, no bushes, nothing for them to hide under. And that was when I put her down. And I swear to God, like 30 steps later, I hear something behind me, and I turn around really fast, and here's the coyote, like 5-6 feet behind me, if that, coming, running. So it was going to try and grab her, and she was on leash, I think, like, you know. And then that was when the 3 coyotes followed me all the way to my door. It was amazing. I love when nature takes over and reminds us that we're all connected. We're just human beings. We're just animals. And listen up, you know, like my dog telling me that the coyote was behind me and I'm looking the other way, just by her body language and the tenseness and like her very intense stare over my shoulder. I'm like, no, look this way, look this. You know, I talk to her all the time, so she understands half of what I say. I'm a crazy dog lady. But yeah, it was very cool. So I just want to reenact the whole walk and where I was, and this is it. So let's check out the where the coyote peed, marked its territory twice. So it was definitely marking its territory. And check that out, which is right here. Weird, hey? I don't know what that is. It was either that looks like motor oil from a car. That kind of looks like, I don't know, it almost looks like barf or something. But, what's that? But this is where the coyote peed twice last night. So that's interesting. And they were just running back and forth across the street, behind the tree. They were hanging out there. You'll see my video. And when I got the clear video of the coyote coming up to me, I think it was that tree over there. Yeah, kind of makes sense because the bushes are so high. It was a little more private. It probably felt a little more confident. Walked right up to me within 6 feet, and I got a really clear video of it. See, it's all locked up during the day. They only open it for ball games on this and that weekend. And then, you know, they've got 2 layers of fence here to really try to keep people out. Much to my chagrin, I just think that's so long. They lease it from the DWP for $5 a year, which is what I heard from the old timer, Shirley, rest in peace, who bought a house here in 1948 and told me the story of the field behind me. And they keep it all under lock and key, and half of it they don't even use, which is 1/2 is on this side right here. They don't use it. They got it completely fenced, and the other is on the other side. But this seems to be the side, because this piece of property right here goes all the way down to Centinela. So this piece of property, this little area right here, is where I first saw one coyote hunting gophers. And last night, Allie, yeah, she's minding me much better today. So she did figure out what was going on last night. Allie, go! Yeah, you beware. I've heard there's coyotes during the day even. I've heard it from a few people, and I now believe it. I didn't believe it before. I was like, yeah, city folk, what do they know? Okay, so here he is. One of the dogs in the neighborhood just chased him. Yeah, and he's coming towards us. But, you know. Oops, hang on. You know what? I think that might be the coyote barking. Oh, there he is, right there. No, you have to stay. He'll eat you. Yeah, that's it. That's the coyote barking at me. Yeah, there he is right there. I've never heard a coyote bark before. Okay, there he is. go. Okay, let's unzoom it, and I'm going to walk towards them now. Oh, he's standing. I can't. There he is, right there. See him? Oh, there's fucking 2 of them. There's 2 of them. See that? There's 2 of them. Oh, shit. The headlights are screwing things up. You have to stay in my arms, sweetheart. Your dinner to them. Yeah. Hey, Ellie. So there's one there, and there's one there. And there's one here. Oh, there he is. Okay. There's number 2. Right across the road from me. There's the other guy right there. See, they're trying to go behind me. Look at that. Yeah, they're doing like total hunt me. You guys are hunting me, eh? You have no idea how close they are to me right now. Oh my God. All right, so if I turn around and walk away, these guys are gonna follow me. Very brazen. And smart too. Hey dude. Oh, you're marking your territory, are you? Oh my God, they're coming closer. They are, right now, that is about 20 feet from me. 15 feet. I hope I'm getting this. They're still skittish though, you can tell. I ain't letting my dog down there. Let's see what happens when I walk closer. Hey dude! What's going on? You can't have my dog. The other guy's over here somewhere. Totally marking his territory again. Let's see what happens if I go aggressive. Ha! Ha! No, Allie. Let's see if I walk closer. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, there. Okay, so but what I need to do though is walk backwards. Because I don't trust them to like nip my butt. They're just gonna follow me. So they are following me. I didn't think they were following me. Oh, he's gonna come around. Well, hello, dude. You have to stay. Very brazen. And there's 2 of them hunting me. There's my girl. I've had her, look at him. He's trying to hide behind the tree even. Tricky. Oh, you guys are tricky. Okay, so there's the other dude. I gotta keep my eye on both of them because they go around behind you. They're hunting my dog. Stay, Allie. Allie. Okay. Oops. I one is. I have to be careful. See, you know, that's pretty close though. You came to within 10 feet of me. I don't know where the other one is. Like, I better look behind me. They're very wily that way. One will go on the front and one will go behind. I don't know where the other guy went. Okay, enough fun and games. Oh, there's 3 now. Right across the street from my house, they followed me home. The coyotes, and my dog is actually starting to shake. I think she just figured out what's going on. That they're hunting her. And they came running up behind me when I put her down right on leash, right beside me. Yep, 3, 2, 3. Just amazing. Just amazing. Watch, they're gonna double back, I betcha, down the sidewalk here. Let's see if they do. Really smart. They wait till my back is turned. But, oh, there's a woman with a little dog on a leash down there. I better tell her. But yeah, Allie's figured out that it's dangerous. I mean, just go tell her. I just thought of one more thing I wanted to add to this. So since I'm gonna put this video out there, the Mar Vista Hill Coyotes, if you have a small dog, I've heard that they're also out during the day, in multiples, surprisingly. So if you have a small dog, keep it on leash, keep it right next to you. Don't be diddling on your cell phone. Take your earphones off, all of that. Like, just be aware of your surroundings, you know, like you would being a female right now. You know, evil is lurking, and I would think that they could snatch the dog up so quickly, and they come up behind you, or they'll distract you from the front, which is what they did to me, and then the other one goes around back, and, you know, they could have grabbed Allie, except I had my spidey sense on. And she didn't even know. And she's a hunter. She hunts and kills things all the time. We've been camping. Like, she's, you know, her senses, I swear she's part fox. And she didn't even realize that this coyote had run up behind us last night. So, and if you're afraid of these things, don't walk your dog at night. And if you do, just keep it on leash right next to you and do training exercises like I've done. Like, by the end, like today, I noticed Allie is really minding me much better, because by the end of all of that, when 3 coyotes arrived, and I think it finally clicked in her little head that they were stalking us, and that, you know, predator, prey, prey, predator, you know, she had become the prey. So, you know, do training exercises. And there was a guy last night that had a big husky, and he let the husky chase when there was one coyote, chase the one coyote. If you have a really big dog and it's well-versed and maybe even, you know, it's had fights before or something, then, and you're comfortable with that, then okay. But if you don't, like dogs that aren't necessarily hunting dogs or really athletic, I wouldn't let your dog, even your big dog, chase a coyote, because they were definitely communicating with each other, and you know, your big dog might be able to take down 1 coyote, but not 3. And, you know, the lead would get in there with your big dog, and then the other 2 would come in and you know, nip at it, and there'd be a hell of a commotion, and you'd have to get involved. So that would be my other word of caution, word of advice. And then, like with cats, if they stick around, I think you'd be okay. But if they are the type of cat that takes off for 3 days on a hunting trip, probably not. So there's my disclaimer at the end of the video. But, you know, I am so proud that animal control and the, you know, Mar Vista hasn't, like, everybody's just warning everybody here, and everybody's not up in arms. It's like, let's just coexist here. They're taking care of the gopher population, and we're infringing on their wildlife and their territory, and their, you know, they need places to live too. So just coexist. And, you know, if you're really scared, then, you know, fence off your backyard. There's no alleys here. So you could fence off your backyard super high and it would be a safe zone. You'd be fine. And just leave the coyotes alone. They'll leave you alone. If you've got a small dog, they might follow you. But, you know, pick it up. And when I was aggressive towards the one coyote, the two coyotes actually, it jumped back. I mean, they're skittish. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. So that is my 2 cents worth on coyotes.